Hey, what's going on? It's Pete Shaw here, and I really hope this video finds you well. I hope wherever you are, whatever you are doing, that you're having an amazing day. Now, this is my first ever video on this little channel that I've set up. It's quite weird to say that I've set up a YouTube channel for myself. I actually set it up a couple of weeks back, and I spent the last 2 weeks procrastinating on filming this video. More on that in a second. I actually first had the idea of this YouTube channel, I guess, I'm going to say 12 months ago, but probably a couple of years back. And I've just never really kind of made the leap of faith to create it. And I realised, I guess I was kind of, for a little while recently, beating myself up saying, you know, why have you procrastinated on it so long? Why have you taken so long to actually take that leap of faith? You know, where's the courage that you often kind of, you know, see in other people and that you kind of apply in different areas of your life, and what's taken you so long? And I've just actually realised that I haven't been ready. I haven't actually been ready, and I was trying to force recording one of these videos and starting this little project, let's call it. We'll call it a project. And over the last couple of weeks, I've just started to feel more of an intense desire to do it and to come on here and to kind of share my journey, to share, you know, the journey that I'm on right now, the journey that I've been on, and the journey that I'm going on. And yeah, I just had a real desire to create a space to kind of explore and to share and to just kind of be open and honest about various things that I've kind of, you know, challenges that I've faced, things that I've worked through. And I'll be totally honest with you, I actually really started to question who the hell is going to click on one of these videos and listen to me talking, who is going to come on a walk with me, or who's going to kind of sit there and watch and kind of listen to my stories and my challenges and my struggles and the lessons that I've learned. And I actually realised that that was holding me back, because I started to think, you know, who's going to watch it? What are they going to think? And then I started to actually realise the whole purpose and reason behind setting up this little, you know, corner of the internet, let's call it, and doing these videos is kind of for a couple of reasons. The first one is that I really just want to step into a space where I can kind of just explore and share openly. And I was originally going to call this channel, sounds so weird to say that, but this channel, The Real Pete Shaw. And it almost sounds a little bit like, you know, those celebrities, or I can't remember the saying, the Z-listers or the Z-listers, you know, that have like Instagram handles where it's like The Real Pete Shaw, or, you know, you can just imagine like a celebrity, I don't know, like Adam Sandler, like The Real Adam Sandler, right? I love Adam Sandler. And I was like, no, we'll not have that, but it would kind of encapsulate this idea of like sharing the real me. You know, then I've kind of called this channel The Journey of Pete. And I guess kind of within that, the journey of Pete in its kind of unfiltered, unscripted, uncut, unedited fashion. And that's really important, and probably a pinnacle point of this whole video and what's going to follow is that I really want to share from my own experiences and share who I really am in an unfiltered fashion, because I feel like I've spent a lot of my own life filtering who I am, you know, acting in a certain way to kind of please other people or to try and fit in. I've spent a lot of my life people pleasing, and still do. It's something I'm working on. But actually to just kind of show up somewhere and just say, you know, what I'm thinking, what's on my mind in the way that I want to say it, and kind of own that. And in essence as well, you know, I really want to share a lot of, you know, journeys I've been on, challenges I've faced, problems I've overcome, and share them from my experience. So anything that you kind of hear in the forthcoming videos, in the upcoming videos, they are my experience. And a part of me is like, why would anyone want to listen to that? Why would anyone want to hear that? Why would anyone want to sit and kind of, you know, see what you've got to say, Pete? But I realised that one huge benefit is for me to share who I am, and for me to own that, and for me to be comfortable kind of just, you know, being my own self. But equally, what I've come to find is that, well, there's probably three things. What I've come to find is that as I talk things out loud, it's a way for me to externally process things. It's a way for me to externally process a challenge or a situation or a victory or a lesson. And what I tend to find is that the more I talk out loud, it's a little bit like talking to a friend, I guess. The more I talk out loud, the more I verbalize things, the more I understand it. So that's kind of one reason why I'm here, and to kind of really step into who I really am without a filter, and who I really am when I'm not the mercy of the good opinion of other people. The second thing is that I really hope that there'll be one person that watches this and they hear something that I've got to say, and it just inspires them, or it has a positive impact on them, whether it's on that very moment in time, or whether it's on their day, their week, whatever they're going through, or whether it's an actual genuine positive impact on their life as well. I would love to think that someone would come across this and go, hey, I needed to hear that today. I really needed to hear that message. And I guess really I wanted to just kind of, come on here, externally process things, hopefully have a positive impact on other people as well. But also, I really feel like it's important to, not always kind of have a set rigid plan. And that's one thing that I don't have for these videos. I have no script, I have no plan. I don't know what specific areas I'm going to actually talk about. All I know is I'm just going to hit record and kind of talk and see what comes. And there's kind of always that worry and that fear of like, what if I don't get it right? What if I say something that's not right? But everything is from, my experience, and it's, from my point of view, and at the end of the day, like only I can experience that. And it's me finding the kind of value in me, and me seeing that I am valuable. So yeah, hopefully if you do actually watch this, who knows, like maybe I'll come back to this video in like a week's time and it'll be on 0 views and not a single person will have watched it. Like, that's totally cool as well. The kind of third reason for me doing this is that I just feel at times that I have this intense feeling of just having a message to share. I was chatting with a real good friend of mine the other day, and we were just saying this idea about the fact that sometimes in life we just have ideas that come to us and flow through us, but ultimately they're almost not ideas. I remember hearing a saying once, and it says, I'm grateful to the idea that has used me. And I feel that at times I have an idea that I want to share as if I'm just a messenger. I'm just here as a messenger, and I'm here with the act of service of just to kind of share the idea and kind of see where it goes, see who it impacts, see who it positively, inspires. And that's kind of the mission here, is to hope that, you come across one of these videos and there's a little idea that I've got that I share with you, and you go, wow, Pete, that was really helpful. Or, like maybe you won't, maybe you'll just go, Pete, I really don't agree with this, and you share your opinion. That's totally welcomed as well. So anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I think for the first video, I think I'll pretty much explain everything I want to explain. It still feels quite strange to kind of post this out, and I'll be totally vulnerable and honest here. The last couple of weeks, I created the channel at the end of January. I got really excited. And then I started to overthink a little bit, who's gonna watch this, who's gonna actually care, what if this really pisses someone off, or what if someone really doesn't like it and they become vocal about it. And if that's the case, then that's great. But I think what I've learned in life, that most of our greatest fears never actually happen. They just kind of live in our heads. And that's kind of what's happened the last couple of weeks. It's been like, wait until you've got the perfect kind of idea of what you want to talk about. Well, all of a sudden that goes against the idea completely of what this channel's about, which is, being totally unscripted and unfiltered. My mind's going, wait until you get the perfect weather, and it's a really nice backdrop. And again, that's me searching for perfection. I've spent most of my life trying to be perfect. I've spent most of my life always trying to find the perfect solution, the perfect action, the perfect outcome, the perfect moment. And what I've come to realize is that there is no perfect moment, but right now it's probably the closest to a perfect moment that I can get. So that's why I'm here right now. Today I was just on the way home, on the way back home, and I thought, I'm just going to pull up, I'm just going to go for a steady walk now. Let's hit record, let's talk, let's see what comes out. and let's get it posted and let's get the show on the road. And yeah, just really looking forward to kind of the ideas that flow, the ideas that come, and the ideas that I can share. And here's the thing I just want to say as well, like if you actually watch this, it's 10 minutes long now, into double digits on the first video. Like, hey, you know, thanks so much for tuning in and listening to what I've got to say, and thanks for stopping by. I mean, maybe you just caught this really randomly on your feed and you never see me again. That could happen, right? Possibly you end up following this journey and kind of, you know, seeing where it takes us. Then that'd be really cool. I'd love to have you on the ride. But either way, one thing I've kind of learned over the time of being on this planet is that time is very finite. We only get a set amount. So for you to want to spend a little bit of time, you know, listening to what I've got to say, maybe coming and checking out a bit of nature in the background, in the blurry background, I can't tell you just how much I genuinely, wholeheartedly appreciate that. So thank you so much. Yeah, if you stick around for the next video, I guess I will see you there. I've got a couple of ideas, things brewing in my mind of what I'd like to talk about, but ultimately there is going to be no structure. One moment we might talk about all things health and fitness. The next minute we might talk about, you know, a crisis that I faced and you know, what went down in that, and let me unpack it to see what lessons I can learn from it. But I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the space. I'm grateful to be able to actually, you know, have the freedom to kind of, you know, share this, and yeah, feel a little bit uncomfortable doing so, but at the same time, you know, taking action and over time seeing what comes up. So there was a couple more things that I had in mind that I thought I might share. So as I'm walking, as I'm now buying time, I'm just trying to kind of go over my mind any last little points before I close this video. One thing that you'll find if you stick around is that I'm really great at saying, hey, just one more point, and this is the end of the video now, and and then the video kind of continues onwards. But I guess the main point, let's just recap, was that this is an opportunity to say things unfiltered, unedited, kind of unscripted, and yeah, what I want to share, what Pete wants to say when Pete's not at work, you know, when Pete's not a kind of son or a brother or a friend or a colleague or a coach or a business owner or any of that, who Pete is and what he wants to say when he's just kind of, you know, on his own, in his own space, doing whatever he's doing. So cool. Right, that's it for me. I'm sure other stuff, as soon as I hit stop now, all the ideas what I would have loved to have shared are going to come to mind. But that's life. That's how our amazing, marvelous brains work. I'd really planned to do that in one take, but my phone ran out of storage just as I was about to finish the video. But anyway, signing out. Thanks for tuning in. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care, and hopefully see you in the next one.